So maybe it's that, but in this case, it looks like he's actually gone after the people, the individuals. So that's big.
And I feel like there has been discourse about it over the last few years, but it hasn't really risen to the level
because
of...
if it was Reddit, it would just be they'd be getting banned. It wouldn't be that they're going to appear in court documents and have litigation against them. And the fact, I believe H3, Ethan in particular, are actually engaging in... Are they engaging in like litigation against H3 Snark? Or users of H3 Snark? That seems to be what's happening, isn't it? But I guess we'll figure it out. I'll see exactly what's going on in a minute. Fast and Bulbous, thanks for the sub.
Let's save this the Snark saga because there's so much there for Friday.
There's probably going to be more by Friday, too.
After this show.
But just to tell you guys, we have a mole in Snark in the mods.
Oh, you're just going for it, huh?
Well, I'll get into it. But yeah, these guys are fucked. They panicked. They closed their
yeah,
sub.
they did. They stopped posting on their sub, didn't they? They put a hiatus on the sub. So something's gone on. Mina, thanks for the tier 4 sub. To the Germanoids in chat, go vote on Sunday. If you don't, I will find you. I'll be on your walls. Vote for De Grunen. Okay. Okay. Yeah, vote for those guys. I don't know who they are. Why not?
Subreddit, and I heard from our moles that they're all pointing the fingers at each other. They're blocking each other. They're trying to erase everything. It's pure pandemonium in the Snark ring.
What a surprise!
Thick
that
as
they
thieves.
are turning on each other.
You know, and of course they flip, they snitch, and like the reason that they flip and snitch is like dumb shit too. Like, oh, they did something that annoyed me, so now I'm going to destroy all of them.
Tales from the Reddit.
I don't want to give away too much info because I don't want to identify the mole, since they are under the agreement of
they have amnesty.
Amnesty. And again, if any other mods want to accept amnesty, our DMs are open. To anyone else who is not under amnesty, I will be pursuing all legal recourse.
Oh yeah, I keep seeing.
Is this because I guess like has he told us what they've done? I don't think in the United States, if it's like defamation and targeted harassment, the threshold in the United States for that is insanely high. But it could be like if they're, I don't know, if they're doxing, if they're snooping around for a person for like hidden information, or if there's something like behind the scenes comms that actually clearly implicates that. I don't know. S.A. Dan, and thanks for the subs, and S, thanks for the $2. Welcome back, Daddy Box. Parasocial.
People speculate if it's like one of us on the crew that was the mole.
No, someone flipped.
No. It's
It's way fucking cool.
I mean,
it's way better than that.
That is a funny idea. If one of us was, that would take a lot of commitment.
That was like
these people work full time.
Yeah.
Flipped.
Who's got the time?
Yeah. Yeah, they have a Discord where, for example, they're discussing, I touched on, so there was this infamous fake Ramadan post. One of the mods made it, and all of the mods knew about it. Does that blow your fucking mind or what?
It's going to blow a judge's mind.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. We've
Even
got
Dan's on board.
logs from their Discord.
So there's a pattern of behavior here where sometimes a lot of the mods go a lot of the crew goes a bit quiet when Ethan's doing his Hassan, Snark, whatever anti shit. Like, but usually if like people like Dan or anyone else in the chat actually or in the crew gets involved and starts like assisting in the attacks, then it's usually quite big.
We've got logs from their mod mail. And we have enough information to... Well, here's the thing, guys.
I want to say, too, there's been a kind of like a framing here that you're going after like all of the people talking shit about you on the internet or all of the people on the Snark. No, the ringleaders. They're the ones that need to be worked, right?
I mean, the people who literally moderate it and literally knowingly falsified defamatory information and then knowingly erased your account when you got busted to try to cover your tracks. Yep, I know who did it, and I know you all knew about it.
Uh-oh.
And listen, guys, at this point, you're totally fucked. Here's the thing. There's a subpoena that's going to come. You can erase your data. Even if you didn't log in, we're going to get your IP address. We're going to find out your information. We have forensic digital, investigators. It's all part of a lawsuit that's going to drop in about 3 weeks that you guys are going to fucking love. I cannot wait. I am so excited. I am giddy to share this with you guys. But yeah, it's forthcoming. And
Like, we've always known that this is likely what was going on, but it's so interesting to
Honestly,
like see it in the flesh, you know?
I was skeptical that it was actually the mods because that would just be too fucking insane. And there's a big enough community there of crazy people
Sure.
that it could have been anyone. But the fact that it was one of the mods and that they all knew about it is really fucking something.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is.
So I think not only did they violate, civil laws and defaming me, they may have also violated criminal laws and doing hate crimes, harassment, all this kinds of stuff.
Harassment might be. Yeah.
So you should be scared if you are one of the people that participate in this, because
harassment. I don't know what the threshold is for online harassment that's criminal, but if it's hate crime, then they have to prove that it was motivated because he was a Jew. That might be a bit harder because he's Israeli. Because he does have dual citizenship. If it's motivated by anti-Israeli hatred, then that probably would come under U.S. criminal law, but for hate crimes. What was the crime? Well, that's why I don't know. We have to find out what the level of harassment. I mean, obviously there's harassment, but the problem is like harassment can be going into someone's replies and calling them a fucking idiot. Like that's kind of a form of harassment, right? In a colloquial sense. For it to cross a legal threshold, that's much harder. So. Fast and Bulbous, thanks for tier 1 sub. I violated the I Miss Sundowner law. I don't know what that means, but thanks.
will be pursuing civil damages and criminal damages anytime applicable. I will spend and go to any limit to legally and within the scope of the law is allowed annihilate you for any cost, because you people are evil. You people are disgusting fucking human beings. You thought you could harass. You thought you could.
You literally just could have watched something else, man.
You could have just changed the channel. Pretty much. And I've never sued anyone, right? I'm happy to say this is my.
Yeah, it's what Adane. I don't how the fuck why have you what the fuck is that name? That makes no sense. Okay, it seems like the harassment in this case is it's them making fake posts, deliberately sharing them and spreading them. In order to, is that a form of harassment as well as defamation? If you're deliberately trying to get it spammed across the internet?
This is my first foray into being a suer. And I'm just so excited, guys, to share it with you.
A sewer socialist.
And this is going places you just gonna have to just sit back.
There's more layers to this.
For me, this is the second nuke. People are gonna lose their fucking mind when this lawsuit drops.
I'm gonna lose my mind.
And if you think I'm exaggerating, it's probably even crazier than what I'm saying. Yeah. You people are scum. You have dedicated your lives to harassing me, my loved ones, my crew, who are also my loved ones.
Oh.
You are disgusting, vile, fucking pieces of shit. And it's funny because they're the biggest fans. We know that. And as much as we value your continued patronage, blue flames and everything.
Right.
I hope this doesn't, damper. I hope this doesn't make you cancel the membership,
Yeah.
Because it is.
Well, I know their Discord names, and I know a couple are in our Discord. I've been keeping an eye on them, so I can see you. I can see what you're doing.
Dan looks so much better as a baldy, doesn't he? Whatever I think his beard is a bit different as well, but this is just such a winner look he's got going on here. There comes a moment in many men's lives when they're like, you can tell they're starting to go through like male pattern baldness, and but they fight it for a bit, and they they sweep it and they push it forward and they do all these kind of things. He's always been a baldy. Fuck off. He looks different. Wait, is he? There's no way he's always been bald. What are you talking about? Am I fucking? Am I actually that autistic? Is it because he wears a hat usually? Mate, how long has he been fucking bald? His beard changed. No, he used to look like that. He used to have the fucking buzz cut, no? Okay. I'm actually... No, he usually wears a hat, okay? He usually wears a hat. I'm not crazy. And the beard is different. This is 2020. Okay, how long has he been... But wait. Oh no. Guys. I'm not very observant. Am I bald? And I just haven't realized yet. I'm about to put my mental health on fucking full display right now, guys. Okay. Let's watch a stream from... I just watched like 2 months ago, okay?
Welcome.
Yeah, he's always wearing a fucking hat, okay? And his beard was bigger, all right? This is a better look. Fuck you. This is basically the equivalent of shaving your head to take this hat off. Don't worry. Shut up.
I can see what's in there.
Yes, I can see you. I can see what you're doing.
Yeah,
Well, it's like Tim Pool takes his hat off, and I'm like, oh, he actually looks better like that. And then everyone's like, did you not know he was always bald? Like, shut up.
like I was.
Fuck off.
You're not listening.
And the mods too, everybody. And it's it's funny how they are using these subreddits like faux moi. I'll get into all that on Friday. These people are insane. Like there's threads with like 20,000 likes on that.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
No, I don't give a fuck. And our fans don't give a fuck either. It's just amazing that people, how safe people feel. And as I was saying, you guys know me better than anyone. You know that I don't like that I'm not one to just sit down and let people destroy my life or to try to harass the people I love. Anyone that like wears Teddy Fresh, people who are just wearing Teddy Fresh is getting messages from these people being like, kill yourself.
Yeah.
You're a Zionist genocide supporter for wearing Teddy Fresh. People we collaborate get these messages. People who take photographs for us, people who model for us, employees of Teddy Fresh get these messages.
You know, I'm just wondering who these people are. These mods, are they? Because I don't even recognize. I don't know Snark well enough to even know what their names are. Like even their Reddit names. I wonder if any of them are actually like creators. They couldn't be because it's like a full-time job, isn't it? Being a nutter.
Advertisers, sponsors get these messages. The crew gets these messages. It's so coordinated. I've touched on this before. I've never seen anything like it in my life. Not just against me, against anyone online.
Well, it's always felt coordinated, and it's really something to see that your suspicions were right. There's a cabal out there. It's the deep state.
There is. And
the Snark state.
They have these really intricate networks of sock puppets. They think that is going to save them. That's not the case.
Yeah.
If you go to the Snark subreddit, I don't know if they erased or if just closed it. There's like 20 mods. It's all like 4 people who have like just a vast network of sock puppets, and they all going to have the same IP ultimately. So it's not going to matter. We're gonna, you know, this is my taken moment. I will find you.
Wow.
And I have a very specific set of skills. All the people who are like clutching their pearls go, they're threatening the online moderators for just moderating a subreddit, and he's threatening to dox them. It's not a dox, you dumb fuck. It's called a subpoena. It's part of every civil lawsuit. It's the most routine thing in the world. And guess what happens when you break the fucking law? When you harass, defame, then, you know, you open yourself up to being subpoenaed. Now, what happens to that information? I don't know. The unfortunate thing is that court filings are all public. So if like their private information shows up there, I literally can't help it.
Yeah, that's just the way it works. But yeah, they're doing their best to sort of frame this as you are going to be like mass suing every single person that has ever posted on the Snark subreddit or something. And
My
to
goal
be
is
clear, that is not the case.
stupid,
Like,
obviously.
yeah.
There's like 4, maybe
There
5
are
people.
a few ringleaders that have gone far too far with it.
When you've also seen the crossover of Hassan's moderators with pages like YouTube Drama and Faux Moy. And these people are also going to be subject to subpoenas. These people who...
Well, I know less about that. I mean, I only know what you've told me, but those are presumably not the same people that are the mods on the Snark, although that would be mind-blowing.
They're associated.
Okay, well,
There's
I mean...
cross-posting, there's multi-modding, there's people who are mods for...
We've got lawsuits flying as fast as the pedo bullets these days. Well, yeah, that was like 2022, 23 was the year of the pedo bullets, where everyone was pedo jacketing everyone else and firing like pedo cluster bombs at each other. But now it's like lawsuits. Shit.
for Snark, who I believe was mods for YouTube
Dan shaved his beard on stream to match Ethan's facial hair. That's what you noticed.
Drama.
He also isn't wearing a fucking hat, and he's always wearing a hat. You can't fool me. I've never seen him like go full baldy before with his hat off.
They allow him.
I don't think so. It was the mods from Hassan's subreddit that were also
Both.
mods. Okay, well, you know more about it than me. I don't know.
There's both. There's Hassan moderators who moderate Faux Moi. There's YouTube drama moderators who moderate Snark. They've also cleaned house, so a lot of this stuff has been.
I see.
We have it all saved.
purged.
Obviously. It's all.
Yeah, I think for the faux mod, they claim it was just one Hassan moderator.
Oh yeah, I saw it. They said he reluctantly moderated for Hassan.
Which is so weird because I feel it's not a job, right? You don't get paid to mod on Reddit. So
Mostly no. I mean,
Why are you
certainly
being-
Reddit doesn't pay them.
why are you being forced to mod a sub you don't like?
Yeah, it's pathetic. These people are evil. They're disgusting fucking freaks. They're also Trisha stans, I learned, which is ironic considering Trisha's actually a Jewish supremacist and Moses actually served in combat role in the IDF.
Whoa.
And it's okay because they like Trisha. So Ela's a Zionist genocider. Moses, who actually was in combat, is cool because she's married to Trisha, who, by the way, showed up to my Yom Kippur dinner in an IDF outfit and beret.
Jesus.
I mean, what are we doing here, guys? There's so much to talk about, though. I can barely scratch the surface of it. This is on our subreddit. Somebody made a post saying, joking about Hassan was considering getting a PhD from this one fluff article. Mm-hmm. And they got a DM saying, maybe you should consider killing yourself.
Jesus.
Whoa.
This is what's happening. This is a
Unhinged, man.
group of psychotic, unhinged, fucking like stalkers that Reddit has enabled to come together to ruin people's lives or attempt to across multiple
Someone put a pager in Finkelstein's pocket. Did they? Like a Hezbollah joke. Oh. Okay.
Reddit's. You remember when like fat people hate was a thing, and then everyone's like, "Why is this a thing?" And Reddit's like, "Oh yeah, no, we removed it. It's harassment." That the Snark phenomenon is going to be that.
It's only going to be that when it gets widespread attention. The thing is, though, I mean, there are a lot of these Snark subreddits.
Is he suing Reddit or the people who run this? Well, I thought usually if you're having an issue with a platform, it would be easier to sue the platform than the person because the platform can just ban them. They can just be like, okay, you've drawn this thing to our attention, and it's better than like the report function that all these shitty websites have, especially if it's cross-platform behavior, because most of these platforms have a clause against cross-platform behavior as well. So maybe it's that, but in this case, it looks like he's actually gone after the people, the individuals. So that's big.
And I feel like there has been discourse about it over the last few years, but it hasn't really risen to the level
Because
of...
if it was Reddit, it would just be they would be getting banned. It wouldn't be that they're going to appear in court documents and have litigation against them. And the fact that he's accusing them of crimes as well. Yeah.
I mean, listen, they're all
getting
nasty.
mainstream media attention.
Trisha's was super nasty, I remember. And somehow she got hers removed. Why? Why was Trisha's got removed? Like
You'd have to
very
ask
easy-
her. I don't know.
And now the one dedicated to me is like, again, spreading like cancer through Reddit by the same people, and Reddit is just fucking fine with it. It's disgusting.
They don't give a fuck.
It's
Until it gets them in trouble with
disgusting.
advertisers or something. Just like any of these companies. Like, they don't give a fuck. It is what it is.
The ones for Ariana and Taylor Swift are particularly pretty gross. Especially
Taylor
the
one is
Ariana because they speculate on
crazy.
her weight and all that. It's really weird.
That's a good point. Those ones are exceptionally nasty too, and it's just fucking disgusting. Like Reddit, you are disgusting. Fucking shame on you. The CEO, the officers, everybody who's in this company is 100% liable for everything that's happening, in my opinion, on all these Snark subreddits. You know. But the good news is that, of course, I have my tabs on these people and they're fucking scared. Here I posted this is a message they sent to, I guess, one of their mods explaining that they were going to have to unmod them, which is crazy that I got this DM. And apparently this DM caused quite a stir in their ranks. It says, hey, I'm really sorry to let you know that we had to remove you as a moderator. This is from Snark to one of their other mods. Lately, we've been facing some serious safety issues with people actively trying to dox or harm our moderators. The situation has escalated to a point where we had no choice but to make the tough call to prioritize the safety of all of our mods.
Kicking them out is for their safety? It's because
they're paranoid.
They're paranoid and they don't trust them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thick as thieves.
Also, again, actively trying to dox, as in, like, get subpoenaed for a lawsuit.
Which is not even anything that's happening at the moment, you know.
Not yet.
Well, it's going to be, it's going to happen, but not for a few weeks. But it's funny that they think that the person that they're banning is the only person that we have on the inside. And when they say us, that they are not talking about us. Who's us? Because if I was one of these people and had something to lose, who had,
What's your take on pursuing legal action against online harassment? If someone harasses you to a point that it's crossing a legal threshold, I don't see why not. Because it is like, if someone is going to dedicate this much time to fabricating claims about you, to lying about you, to making it difficult for you to do your job, or even sometimes impossible to do your job, then yeah, I don't see why not. Like, it's kind of, it's the equivalent of like what someone sits down at the office and there's a person next to them who just blows an air horn in their ear, like until they get annoyed and go home. Yeah, if you can't function under those conditions, then. But obviously, I think it should be a very high threshold because people fight online a lot, and it's often reciprocal. So, yeah.
say a good job, or was part of an elite university to learn stuff, or something like that.
Right, yeah, something like that.
They would certainly not want people to know what they've been up to, and certainly not want to be liable for.
It would be extremely embarrassing.
For defamation, or God forbid, criminal hate crimes, right? Like faking a post about Ramadan being erased to foment anti-Semitic hate crimes.
They tried to. They fabricated a whole like movement to try to get me deported at some point too.
What?
These people have no limit.
With like complete bullshit.
I want to see what that actually means. What the fuck? This guy. What does this guy do? Oh my god.
Stuff in it.
Yeah, everything we did was
Crazy.
completely above the board to get your work visa, which is why I personally wasn't worried about it. I know you, rightfully so.
It's just scary when there's like hundreds and hundreds of people like sending messages to the government. And
and the most disgusting.
Yeah, it's scary.
Or like 5 or 6.
Lonerbox, try to remember this guy's wearing a hat. Okay. Am I going to find out the hard way that he's bald too, and he actually always was, but I missed it?
With hundreds of email accounts,
right?
Which often was the case.
I just laugh when I see like on Faux Moi, when people are like, these poor mods are being harassed by Ethan. It's like, do you actually think that, or maybe you actually?
I think a lot of people just jump on trains on Reddit without really knowing all of the information. I mean, it's just human nature, right? But as this all unfolds, the truth of the scenario will become more clear to people, I expect.
Yeah. Yeah, but so, like, I think it's funny that they feel comfortable. Like listen. The call came from inside the house, you know what I mean? Unfortunately, we can't share more details right now. I really wish we could provide more info. But in the past, giving out specifics has added to the very risk we're trying to avoid. Why would you want people not to know who you are so bad? It's weird. I want you to know how much I appreciate everything you've done as a moderator and the time we've spent working together. Your efforts and dedication have meant a lot, and I completely understand if you're not happy about this decision.
This is so weird.
By the way, this was a message they sent to multiple moderators. This was a copy paste.
Oh, well, that makes it feel impersonal.
It is impersonal. Of course, the mods didn't know that until I leaked this, but you'd be surprised how many holes are in the vice or the sieve.
Yeah.
You could drain a pot of pasta in this fucking thing.
Uh-oh.
I appreciate so much your efforts and
What's he
dedication.
trying to say? Is he trying to say that they're like traitors? There are a bunch of traitors in HC Snark? Huh.
Have meant a lot, and I completely understand if you're not happy about this decision. Just know it wasn't easy, and it's all about keeping safety as our top priority. I'm really sorry things have turned out this way. Please know this decision came from a place of caring for everyone's well-being. Thanks again for everything, and I'm really sorry it came to this. I'll always be grateful for the time we spent online together. You can tell the people who wrote this are like, they're not dumb. Like, these are professional. These people, you'd be surprised that they're professionals. They have serious jobs. They're part of the elite educational programs.
Wait, really?
They all have quite a lot to lose.
Oh, God.
And
oh, no.
Yeah.
if there's any justice in the world, they will lose everything
Whoa.
that they care about.
Oh, God.
And I will be the one that makes them lose those things through legal means.
Elite education. Is it Norman Finkelstein? Is he one of the mods? Oh, no. Bro. I'm just so curious. I'm so curious, like, the type of person who does that shit. But I'm guessing, yeah, like, it is sometimes surprising to see that when I look into some of the regular harassers that I have, and even just from looking at their Twitter pages, I don't fucking try to dox them or anything. I just look at what's going on when they're not shitting on people. It's like some of these people are like, they've got families and they've got full-time jobs and shit, but they somehow manage to tweet like 50 times a day, and it's all just like tunnel vision vitriol. But I guess like people watch streams for 8 hours a day at work, so maybe they can tweet incessantly at work as well, and it's just part of their daily life, you know?
Through any legal means.
I think it's worth saying again too. I think this is obviously our default position, but in the midst of this, it's worth re-emphasizing. We don't need any of you in the audience to help by contacting these people, fighting with these people online. Ethan has it handled. Like,
I'm doing it very professionally, very legally.
You are not, you may have good intentions. You may think that you're defending us, but you are not helping by, verbally berating these people online and everything. You're just giving them,
I mean, if it's just verbal,
well, you can call them idiots or morons or whatever, but like, please, I don't know if this is happening, but don't, send threats to them.
Don't dox them. Don't try to dox them and shit. Don't worry.
Ethan is doing this the right way. Just let him handle it, and just like he said the other day.
Here's the thing.
Stand back and stand by.
Stand back and
Dude, there was
stand
this
by.
post on
I know.
FOMOI with like 20,000 likes.
It was a dog whistle.
It was a comment. They're like, that's what Trump said. He's doing a dog whistle. I was like, oh my God.
Oh shit, dude. It's
These
a
people are
joke.
like actually had a part of their brain scooped out about humor.
They do not understand humor. It's humor.
Now, let me be clear. I'm not opposed to... Listen, I'm not doxing anybody, okay? I'm not doing anything illegal. It's all above the board. These people have done everything in their life to damage me, my reputation, my business, the people I love, the people I work with. There's no limit.
Cordial Cephalopod, thanks for the tier 2 sub. Really appreciate it. For 14 months now. Wow, you stuck around for all this time.
That what I will do legally to destroy their lives proudly and happily.
Shit.
I will do it, and I will stand proud on their fucking proverbial grave. In terms of like their career,
Metaphorical, right?
Yeah, very proverbial.
No physical harm.
No
intended.
No, that's what I mean by proverbial. But yeah, I mean, once we find out their ID and stuff, like it'll be great to sue them.
People in the chat saying, listen to Danny as a bachelor's in history. Not until Steiny drops that in the mail.
That motherfucker does not know a goddamn thing about history.
Not a thing. I mean, he said himself he just partied all college, so,
He got his diploma from a Boulder.
From the university in Boulder, Colorado, right?
Okay. I don't know. He just said he got it from a Boulder.
Got it.
Says this makes sense because you're dumb as rocks.
Got him.
Yeah, I don't feel bad. I will never feel bad. And you can cry and bitch and moan and talk about how I'm harassing you and I'm trying to dox you. And at the end of the day, guess what? I just love it. I love it. You know?
Yeah, I know.
And you're already...
It's really the Israeli way, isn't it? He's responding with disproportionate force, isn't he? That's it.
Fuck, that's...
What is this thumbnail? How Israel employs the dark arts to evade international justice. Norman Finkelstein. Okay. Interesting. Wow. The dark arts, eh?
the thing, you know? Yeah.
It's done.
No subtext. The dark arts.
Yeah, the things are in motion. It's too late. You can microwave your hard drive. It's not going to matter. You know what I mean? This information is preserved.
All right, listen. It's been 3.5 hours.
But I have so much more to say, and there's so much funny things about it, and we'll talk about it on Friday. And I know I don't want to overstay my welcome on this, but this is a well-deserved, I feel like, victory lap, and it's very interesting and fun, and fun for me anyway. If you want to give me Ethan's Day, let me talk about Snark for a full episode.
Well, maybe in a few weeks when it all is set in motion.
Oh God, you guys, I cannot wait. Oh my God.
Why are they all coughing? Does everyone in this fucking podcast have a cough now?
So good. Yep. Oh, Mike from PA is telling, let's see. Tyler Oakley made a tweet about me saying that.
Not Mike from PA.
I can only imagine what his feed looks like, right? He's like, everybody needs to block Ethan. Stop talking about Ethan. His haters are his biggest publicists, something like that, which is true.
Yeah,
Mike,
you know, I didn't, like, I understand it was probably coming from a place that he doesn't really like you either. Fine, fair enough. But I actually fully support the message. Just like, yeah, just move on with your lives.
I couldn't tell
already.
if he was like telling them to just shut the fuck up.
It was kind of that. Like,
my boy Oakley. Where's the tweet? Oh, let me look at it.
You're in the wrong chat.
Oh, you sent in the wrong chat?
Oh.
Maybe. Also, real quick, there's a $50 donation from John D.
John D's not.
They were huffing premium air for this episode. That is the most American sentence I've ever heard in my life. That is the most LA hyper-consumerist. What? It's like when I went to a fucking... It's like when I went to that music festival and there was an oxygen bar where people would go and they would like suck oxygen through a tube. I'm like... People said it cures your hangover and shit. I'm like, you guys are so dumb. Like, what the fuck?
What?
GHC, please never stop. The truth will eventually win out, and the loud minority of losers who project their self-loathing onto you will move on to fill their empty void that is their lives with some other pathetic obsession. Much love. Peace.
Well,
Sign.
unfortunately for them, they're going to be wishing I moved on.
Well, for the mods. I mean, the average snarker, you know.
No.
Right. It's like, there's not really...
Not that I would, and not that I'm above going after you guys, but logistically, you have to understand it's impossible. Like, anyone that participated in that sub should be humiliated, embarrassed, and exposed to the fault. Anyone who's openly associating, polling from there. I mean, even Hassan is pulling up posts from Snark. You know, these people are criminals, right? Literal hate crimers. Tyler Oakley said, all right, it's time for everyone to block. So he did the censoring thing. I don't know if he's kidding.
Oh, he's back.
I don't
Mike.
think so, actually.
No, it's probably serious.
My boy Tyler Oakley, the most relevant person alive.
What the fuck is that?
This man, is he still getting invited to YouTube?
Most
events?
likely.
You're muted.
Welcome, Tyler Oakley, everybody. Anyway, he says it's time for everyone to block EK. Mute his name and move forward. His haters are unfortunately his best publicists. I
Kind
listen.
of You know? Yes.
People don't really get this. People keep saying like any attention is good attention, even if it's negative. That's not really true. Not if you're a public figure. Like negative attention can enough negative attention can like destroy your name and make people who were already watching you leave. Like it's so dumb.
I'm not on Twitter, which I'm glad, obviously, but I can only imagine what the feed of people like him and in his group must be insane.
Yeah, exactly.
They kind of showing their ass. It's like there's no shot that anybody cares at this point to keep hearing about every dumb thing I've done on the show. It's like, guys, there's actually a fascist in the government. Why?
Right.
Mike from PA.
Yeah, it works for grifters. Yeah.
He says he's absolutely having a breakdown. If we keep pushing, the problem will solve itself. And that is the most sane Snark user right there.
Right.
Mike from PA, who is as hideous on the inside as he is on the outside, which is rare to see that combo line.
That alignment, yeah.
And as he's became more hideous, he's actually become
I
more.
like it that even the lefties on this show hate Mike from PA because he is just so fundamentally like unlikable.
Hideous on the outside as well. And he is potentially, physically speaking, one of the most unfuckable people perhaps that's ever walked this earth.
Jesus.
Perhaps.
No, it has to be worse. Come on.
You point one out to me.
Okay. Next time I see one.
You say, there's someone who's less fuckable than Mike.
Yeah, I will.
I have so much to say about Mike. We'll get to him too, but yeah, I'm gonna kill myself, buddy. Keep it up.
Whoa.
You really got me on the ropes, Mike. You got me sniffing oxygen, man.
Oh, that's what that is.
Funny about the Tyler Oakley tweet is that a lot of people thought he was talking about Elon Musk.
That is funny and weird considering the K doesn't. I guess Musk doesn't really make sense. But
Nah, it
kind
doesn't
of.
really work. But I guess if they at a glance, maybe I could understand confusing it. You know?
Yeah, there's comments like, "Yeah, it just sucks that he
Premium
bought
air.
Twitter."
That's awesome. Yeah.
All right. It's 3:30 on the dot.
Yeah, so come. I guess tomorrow we'll be here for members. Not, I guess we will. Oh, I've got my new tattoo. I have a new tattoo idea.
Well done, guys. Wow, shit. So there's going to be a Snark H3 lawsuit in 3 weeks. Okay. That's exciting. And he's also going to do a piece on Mike from PA. And I think there's a second Hassan video as well, isn't there? And it's going to be a lot more personal. Where is the clip? There's a clip of Ethan making a very interesting accusation against the Piker. Do you guys remember what about fans and nudes? I know exactly who would have it. Snarkpocalypse. But I'm just trying to remember. I know which account would have it, but it would be a while back. God, I should have been streaming through all this. This was so funny. All the stuff about Hassan considering to go to Gaza and shit. There was so much fallout. But had better things to do, sorry. The housekeeper drama? What the fuck? What's going on? No, I don't remember where it... Does anyone know what clip I'm talking about? Where Ethan was basically accusing Hassan of being shady with female fans? It was a very vague accusation. I don't really know what to make of it, but it could be nothing, could be something. There we go. That's my summary of... Where is it, though? Let's see. Oh, here's a clip of it.
Here you. Yeah, but he's a scumbag misogynist. He's disgusting, actually. In fact, he solicited nudes from fans. I've got the receipts. And then Ludwig, on 2 separate occasions, Ludwig and I think it was...
See, this is the problem. That first bit, like, he solicited nudes from fans. That's like... I don't know if that's actually, like, he did that in a bad way or something. Like, but it sounds like I don't know if this is just like H3 fans who just think it's bad to like be intimate with fans ever, like sexually. So I don't know.
Mizkiff.
But this next bit kind of makes it sound like it's worse. I don't know.
In fact, he solicited nudes from fans. I've got the receipts. And then Ludwig, on 2 separate occasions, Ludwig and I think it was Mizkiff saw nudes of girls on his phone. Yeah, I've got
That's the
receipts.
thing as well. Saw nudes, like what? Like they looked over his shoulder and saw it, or he's actually like, "Hey, look at this chick." Because obviously that latter one is a lot worse than, I don't know. Did he ever elaborate on this?
Receipts for all of it. He's not that fucking great of a guy, ladies. He's actually a disgusting frat boy who slept.
He was showing it off. What's interesting about that is probably for 2 reasons. Hassan's not going to get the same fallout. If he was doing that, he's not going to get the same fallout for it. I think everyone who defends him will defend him for that. They'll just say he was a changed man or whatever the fuck. Or yeah. There's a video of him doing that. Wait, what? Okay.
With 1,000 or well, hundreds
Whatever.
of women
I'm
or
waiting.
something like that.
I don't.
It's gonna be fun, guys.
I'm
It's
not
gonna be a good
investigating
time.
right now.
So, glass houses and all that. You know what I mean?
These recommendations are quite all over the place, aren't they? Yeah, well. He was showing it to, what, it's on video, he's showing it to 5 guys. Okay, that's pretty bad. Gosh. You know what? In all my life, I've never done that. I was trying to think, like, did I do this when I was like 18 or something? No, I don't think I ever did. Not even like a, get a load of this chick. Like, yeah, I just never, no, I never did that. Me neither, but that's because I despise sex and intimacy. Me too, bro. Me too.